Our Lady, Queen of the Angels, Nuestra Señora, Reina de los Ángeles. Los Angeles is not the city of angels. It's the city of the Queen of the Angels. Now, I know when you say that, the Queen of the Angels, it can sound, maybe a little pious, harmless, sentimental. But when you look at the biblical sources for this idea of Mary as queen, you'll find it's anything but. I recommend you start in the 12th chapter of the book of Revelation, the last book in the Bible. The visionary sees a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet. Our Lady of Guadalupe image comes to mind, doesn't it? It's no accident. The woman clothed in the sun, the moon at her feet, and on her head, a coronet of 12 stars. She's a queen. And we find out she's about to give birth. However, waiting there in front of her, ready to devour the child when he comes forth, is a dragon, we hear. The queen mother gives birth to a son, and much to the consternation of the dragon, mother and son are spirited away. And then we're told that a great war broke out between the dragon and his angels and St. Michael and his angels. Now, say what you want about that cluster of images. It ain't twee and sentimental and harmless. Mary is a warrior queen, if you want. Queen of an army of angels. Now, one more little connection. Go right before the 12th chapter, in the 11th chapter of the book of Revelation. The visionary sees in the heavenly place the Ark of the Covenant. You know, that box in which the remnants of the 10 Commandments were kept. It was a sign of God's presence among his people. Israel would carry the Ark of the Covenant into battle. The juxtaposition between Ark of the Covenant and the warrior queen is not accidental. Because who's the true Ark of the Covenant? But Mary, who bore within her own womb the very presence of God. A warrior queen. Now, press it. Queen of angels, of angels. Again, we're in danger of seeing this in a superficial or sentimental way. When you think of angels, most of us think of maybe those cute little, naked babies at the edges of religious paintings, right? Or maybe little cherubs on Christmas cards. What's the typical reaction to an angel when he appears in the Bible? Trust me, it's not, isn't he adorable? What's the reaction to an angel? We heard it today. You hear it every time an angel appears. Fear. Don't be afraid, the angel has to say. Fear. Think for a minute, everybody. Suppose an alien, an extraterrestrial from another planet or galaxy appeared. What would your first reaction be? Fear, undoubtedly, right? What is it? What does he want? An angel is not just a being from another part of our visible universe. Nothing as ordinary as that. No. An angel is a reality from a higher dimensional system. An angel comes from an arena beyond this universe. Fear, therefore, is the immediate reaction to this extraordinary reality. Thomas Aquinas said that an angel is so unique that each individual angel, constitutes its own species. Now, think about that for a second, what that means. Think of every human being who's ever lived. Think of every human being currently living. Think of every human being who will ever live until the end of time. Now, gather all of those individuals into one great being. That's what one angel is like. You know, in the Gospel of Luke, in the familiar Christmas story, a single angel appears, remember, to the shepherds. What's their reaction? Fear, yes? But then it says, I love this, then it says, a stratias of angels appeared. And we say host in our most translations, but that word in Greek is behind our words strategy and strategic. You know why? Because stratias means army. Army. With the one angel who's enough to frighten you out of your wits comes an army of angels. Mary is the queen of the angels. Mary is a warrior, opposed by the dragon, but yet she commands this impossibly powerful army. And see, friends, that is very good news for us. The Bible knows all about individual sin. It's not naive about that. It knows all about the fact that we individuals sin, that we're wicked some of the time. Moreover, the Bible knows all about collective sin or institutional sin. And the last, maybe 50 years in our theology, we've been very attentive to this, that cultures and nations, institutions can be sinful. The Bible knows all about that. But think now of concentric circles. Here's the individual sin. Here's the more collective or institutional sin. The Bible knows there's a third and greater dimension, which is the spiritual corruption that exists among the fallen angels. That there's something wrong at a more fundamental, at a more cosmic level. That there is indeed a warfare going on. And this spiritual dysfunction affects our institutions and affects us. The good news is we have a warrior queen who commands an army of angels. In battle with the dragon and all of his minions, yes, but she's more powerful. She's more powerful. Now listen to me, everybody, Angelinos here. This is the lady for whom our city is named. This is the lady for whom our city is named. And what's the point now spiritually for us? Let's join the struggle with her. Now, mind you, this army that she commands does not fight with the puny weapons of the world. No. We don't fight with the weapons of the world. We don't fight with violence and hatred, division. An eye for an eye, Gandhi said. Yes, making the whole world blind. We don't fight that way. We don't fight fire with fire, making the whole world hotter. No. The army of angels fights with the weapons of the Spirit, with love and with justice and with compassion, with forgiveness. But by God they fight. By God they fight. I'll tell you a way that we can fight, if I can dig out of my pocket this rosary, this simple prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. What is that? Oh, it's a pious prayer to cultivate in the privacy of my heart. Well, sure it is. Of course it is. But that prayer is also calling upon the warrior queen. It's calling upon the one who is the commander of the angels. Is the dragon still operative today? Look around. how immigrants and the undocumented are treated, how the unborn in our country are treated. I've heard major level politicians in our country say as boldly as this, that a child about to be born, within seconds of birth, has no constitutional rights. The violence that besets us in our major cities, including this one, of course. The homeless falling increasingly into addiction and marginalization. Human trafficking, which is a scourge around the world. And one, sadly, one of the central places where this takes place is right here in Los Angeles. Pornography, which is drawing more and more people into its grip. One of the centers of it, sadly, is this center of entertainment, Los Angeles. The dragon still operative with his minions? You bet. So what's our call? Is to enter into the army of the Queen of the Angels, who is more powerful than anything that is in the world or outside the world. To enter into that army, how? Through love and through forgiveness and through compassion, through nonviolence, through the power of prayer. But to do so, everybody, publicly. You know, it's a tendency in our culture to say religion ought to be privatized. You know, it's fine if you want to cultivate this little thing in your heart, you want to whisper your convictions among yourselves. But that can't be right. No, as we join the army of the Queen of the Angels, we do so publicly, giving public witness by our love and by our compassion, by our prayer, by our nonviolence. We give public witness against the power of the dragon. So everybody, that's why we're here today. Yes, to celebrate our city, indeed. Celebrate its roots historically in the great Franciscan missions, yes, indeed. But to pay very special attention to that great title that was given to the city. La Señora, Nuestra Señora, Reina de los Ángeles. Our Lady, Queen of the Angels. Let's claim that title and let's march in her army.